Hi everyone, I'm in the forest. It's in the morning and I'm just going for a walk to balance out what I call my bio oscillators. So you'll want to watch this video if you ever feel like a bit like spaced out or unfocused or not calm, sort of agitated, anxious. This is a great way to balance yourself, and I want to explain why that is. So first of all, I've gone for a walk in the morning. What this does is, first of all, I'm in a forest, so nature, there's a lot of energy, there's a lot of great oxygen, and it's very grounding. And I've got a dog walking up to me who is interested in someone talking to themselves. Yeah, it looks like a nice dog. So the other reason that I'm walking is that when you walk, you create a cross crawl pattern which balances out your brain, but also balances and integrates your whole body. And the rain, which has just started, that wakes you up. So cross crawl and this integration or balancing of the central nervous system, what you're doing is you're balancing the bio oscillator in your brain, in your heart, and in your gut. So we know that the brain has a very large electromagnetic field. There's also an electromagnetic field in the heart, but now people are starting to come to understand that the gut has very important signaling function for the central nervous system, and it has its own electromagnetic field. So when you do Tai Chi or yoga, breathing squats or walking, what you're doing is, as you do the cross crawl pattern and you get into that flow of walking, you're going to balance these three things. Now that forms a triad, so you can tap into that using your internal GPS that I talk a lot about, or your insight, which is like a GPS to know what's going on inside. And you can find which of the oscillators is weak, and you can strengthen it yourself. If you don't know how to do that, well, walking is a great way to do it, and it'll just do it for you. So I'm balancing out my bio oscillators. From that, I become centered, balanced, and stable, and all my systems communicate. There's an improvement in the communication between all my cells, etc., etc., and I feel good and I feel relaxed and calm. Now, the other reason why getting these bio oscillators integrated is that your central nervous system, like the electrical circuitry of your body, I'm going to turn around here, little puddles there, the electric circuitry of your body becomes over relaxed when when you're stressed. And so over time, when you're stressed all the time, let's say you're stressed because you've got, you're overwhelmed, or you're picking up on other people's emotions and toxicity, relationships, etc. And what happens is people go, oh, you're too tense, relax, when in fact you're not tensing up. Your mind is. Your mind's spinning faster. Your computer's like, when it's overheating. But your actual physical body is over relaxing. And which is why yoga, walking, swimming, Tai Chi, Qigong, they're great ways you feel so good afterwards, because you've actually created some tension in your body. That central nervous system has to have a perfect balance between tension and relaxation. Over relaxation, like the messaging slows down, everything slows down, you're going to become depressed, you won't feel yourself. So take for instance, I had a client recently who had a lot of things going on and was really kind of depressed. I worked on her to remove the things that have been making her depressed, but I said to her, you need to now reverse the over relaxation issue. So I told her to do yoga because she needed to create more tension in her body. So what I'm trying to say here is, when you're working with energy or energetics, it's crucial that you find what's weakening the body and remove it, but then you have to rebalance the tension in the body so that the body doesn't affect the mind. The mind and body, they're you know, two-way things. They both affect each other. I'm going to go back in because I'm going to get soaked. So let's say you're an empath, you know, they talk quite a lot about going home, having a bath, you know, going and grounding yourselves using crystals and everything. Well, you can go for a walk in the forest or just go for a walk on your own. That balances out the bio-oscillators. You also need to create tension in the body, which is why yoga is so good and so gentle, because you're lengthening all the nervous system and the muscles and the tendons and the tissues, which whenever you lengthen them, it switches them on, creates tension and goes bing, you know, like those you know, at night you can get those kind of tubes that you crack open and shake really hard, and then they're full of energy. It's the same with the body. So if you're watching this right now and you just tense your whole body, your butt and your chest, and tense it, and just for a second, and then tense it a couple more times, you'll feel more energy, you'll feel more energized. Yeah, so as an empath, you need to be doing that, but you also need to be looking at what you're taking on board on your computer and getting it off there, because those other people's programs, other people's emotions, other people's thinking and beliefs that you've downloaded onto your computer are very damaging and difficult to clear, and you need to use your insight, your internal GPS, to find out what they are. Find out, and there's a simple system for doing this. I think I emailed it. I did a newsletter. You should subscribe on my website to get my newsletters where I explain how to do this. And you do the 4-step process. It's easy to find out what's bothering you. You find it, and then you find out the weakening energy and clear it, and then that clears the problem. It's kind of simple. I've done it for, you know, thousands of people, and it's extremely effective. So bio-oscillators, you need to be balancing them, especially if you're very sensitive. I work with entrepreneurs, high-level entrepreneurs, and they're extremely sensitive as well. So it's not just meek, sensitive people. It's from all walks of life. There are empaths who are, you know, kind of suffering from downloading other people's emotions and things. Make sure you balance your bio-oscillators and find out the underlying weakness so it doesn't keep coming back. All right, those are my thoughts today. Hope you enjoyed me sharing my thoughts on this. Any questions, please post underneath and I'll get back to you. And please like the video, that would be great for me, and subscribe, as that really helps my channel. All right, have a great day, guys. I'm just going to keep my eyes on these steps, otherwise I'm going to wipe out on this video. Cheers.